As you see on your web TV screen for Week 7, the St. Vincent Indians wearing their home uniforms with the yellow pants, yellow jerseys, or blue jerseys and yellow numbers. St. Pius in the road white and the navy blue uniforms. So it's definitely going to be clear-cut who's out there tonight. And it should be a good game, just about a minute away from starting this contest from St. Vincent High School. The parade starting earlier this evening. That's what brings about our delay tonight with the homecoming festivities for the St. Vincent Indians. A big crowd here for the Indians tonight. And across the way, the St. Pius faithful have traveled quite well this evening, coming all the way down to St. Vincent High School for what is usually a pretty competitive ball game. With these two teams being pretty evenly matched, St. Pius is almost a mirror image of what St. Vincent was about 3 years ago, with so much young guys starting on their varsity lineup. It'll be interesting to see if they've met in the middle or if one team's going to come out and assert their dominance, but I do expect a close game tonight. The hometown St. Vincent Indians will be kicking off to start this football game. They'll be kicking from left to right as we describe the action, as you see it on web TV on MIMOinfo.com. Back to field this, Tryson Thornton is on the far side, deep for the St. Pius Lancers. On the near side is Logan Rich, number 36. He's a senior, so a pair of seniors. A couple of veterans back for St. Pius set to field this kick. The kick will come from the Indians' 40. Both returners are now lined up on the 5-yard line. Rich bumps up to about the 6. So just about to get underway from St. Vincent High School is Ethan Peacock. He doubles as the center and the kicker. You see a lot of that at the high school level. We're going to see that to open the football game tonight. It's the homecoming crowd starting to come to life for the St. Vincent Indians, and we are underway, and it's a low squib. It's going to bounce at the 35 and be fielded at the 25, reversing field and being brought down after a short return. So the St. Pius Lancers will open this contest with the football, and their offense is going to come, and let's see where the spot is going to be on the 24-yard line. So St. Pius comes out, and we'll see our first look at the Lancer offense on regional radio, web TV this year. See who comes out, and it will be under center for St. Pius to open this game. It looks like Elliot Fisher will start. He's the one in the huddle, and Fisher comes in at 6'3", 165, just a sophomore. We're going to have a 4-receiver set right off the jump, 2 on either side, a shotgun set. Here's the snap, and it's going to be handed off out of the backfield. Here comes Jalen Thornton breaking up in the middle, and he's showing flashes of speed right off the jump. He's going to be tripped and brought down, and he's going to be just short of midfield. And it looks like they're going to spot him at the 46-yard line. So a 19-yard pickup right off the jump for Jalen Thornton. And I expected to see a lot of Jalen Thornton out of the backfield. Tryson Thornton lines up in the slot on the near side. Jalen offset left of Fisher in the backfield. Here's the shotgun snap, the end around to Rich. Rich can show, he's got the corner across the 50 into Indian territory and pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. So after a big pickup from Jalen Thornton, Rich comes through with a pretty sizable gain himself and brings the Lancers into St. Vincent territory, but there's going to be a hold at the end of the play. So the big run by Logan Rich is erased by a holding penalty on the Lancers. So that'll back St. Pius up after breaking into Indian territory. We'll redo first down. It'll be 1st and 20. The 10-yard penalty backs the St. Pius Lancers up to the 37-yard line. So a big gain by Rich, followed a big gain by Jalen Thornton, but the holding penalty backs St. Pius up, so they'll have a 1st and 20 coming out of the gates. Javon White on the near side, Tryson Thornton lined up in the near side slot. 2 receivers on the far side. Jalen Thornton offset right. Here's the snap to Fisher and shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Tryson Thornton. Jalen Thornton out front. Little brother blocking for big brother, and he's going to break into open space, cut back inside, and going to be brought down at the 30-yard line. A big-time pickup by Tryson Thornton on that play. Was backed up to the 37. And this one's going to be spotted right at the 30. So a 23-yard pickup for Tryson Thornton on his first carry of the game. Tryson Thornton been dealing with a hamstring injury through much of this season, and has surprisingly, and I say that with the utmost certainty that it is shocking that Tryson Thornton has yet to find the end zone in 2015. Tryson Thornton, the senior. Jalen Thornton is the freshman running back. So we'll switch the first names the rest of the way. It's going to be 3 receivers to the near side, 1 spread to the far side as Fisher lines up in shotgun. Tryson Thornton now in motion. He comes around. It's going to fake, and they're going to go quick throw to Javon White. White's going to make the catch and maybe pick up 2 yards. So Javon White, his first reception of the contest. That's his 11th catch on the season. He comes in at 10 catches, 275, and 4 touchdowns. So he comes up with the first reception of the night, just a short gain, and they're actually going to spot it at maybe a half yard at best. So we do expect to see multiple quarterbacks used by St. Pius tonight. So far, it's been Elliott Fisher, the sophomore, leading the way. So twins to the near side, twins to the far side. Jalen Thornton offset left. The quick shotgun snap, and he's going to come up firing to Rich. It hit Rich in the hands, just couldn't reel it in. Definitely heard footsteps from the St. Vincent Indian defense on that one. So after a couple of big gains on the ground, St. Pius now facing a 3rd and 10 with the ball on about the 29.5-yard line. The front line getting set for St. Vincent. On the near side of the front, that's Gabe Nager looking like he's going to blitz. The shotgun set. Elliott Fisher takes the snap and hands it off to Jalen Thornton. Jalen Thornton had a hole, tripped up as he went through it, and going to be brought down after a 5-yard gain. His second carry of the evening. So 3 carries coming out of the St. Pius backfield. 2 for Jalen Thornton, 1 for Tryson Thornton. We're going to see a 4th and 5 from the 25. 9:30 to go in the opening quarter. Still a lot of football left from St. Vincent High School this evening. 2 receivers head out to the far side. Rich is going to line up in the slot. Tryson Thornton and Jalen Thornton both look like they're going to line up in the backfield. Now Tryson sets to the wing. Rich comes to the near side of the formation. Fisher in shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Jalen Thornton. He's going to have to fight for those yards, and he's not going to make it. It's going to be a turnover on downs forced by the St. Vincent Indian defense, and the crowd likes what they see so far. A turnover on downs on the first possession. So St. Pius is going to come up empty on their first offensive possession, and the St. Vincent Indians will start in their own territory, just short of the 30, or just short of the 25, rather. And the Indians 3-3 so far this year, but 3-1 over their last 4. Joe Whistler, the senior quarterback for the St. Vincent Indians, is going to line up in shotgun with twins on either side. And Reen in the backfield, a high snap pulled in by Whistler. He's looking downfield, and he is in trouble on the first play of the game, and he's sacked. The St. Pius defense gets in the backfield, gets to Joe Whistler. And it's going to be a first and quite a bit after the sack. So for the Indians, you got to get out of your own way, and doing just the opposite on the very first play of the night. Trevor Lively's going to line up, spread all by himself on the near side, trips to the far side as Whistler in shotgun with Rain in the backfield. Again, a high snap handed off to Rain. He's trying to go up the middle, and there's nowhere to go that time. After the sack, they were backed up to the 18, maybe up to the 20 now. Well, St. Vincent's offense struggling in the early going, facing a 3rd and long on their own 20. Looks like a lot of two-way players out there for the Lancers, with the entire secondary basically being two-way guys. Devon White, Tryson Thornton, and Jalen Thornton all in the secondary. As Whistler with a 3rd and long, now in shotgun. Takes a high snap, hits off his hands, and it might have been recovered by St. Pius. We'll see what the official call is. Nothing just yet. What do the officials signal? And it's going to be St. Pius football, so a turnover deep in their own territory. Again, the 3rd high snap in a row, and a turnover on the very first possession for St. Vincent is going to give St. Pius an extremely short field on the 13-yard line. And it's going to be Whistler that's going to be charged with that fumble and gives St. Pius great starting field position down on the St. Vincent 20 with 7:43 to go. The handoff is going to be pulled out and dropped. In the backfield is Jalen Thornton, as we saw our first look at Cameron Crodinger tonight for the St. Pius Lancers. So maybe they're going to switch each series. On the first drive, it was all Elliott Fisher, and this drive is Cameron Crodinger's turn. The first play goes for -2, so it'll be a 2nd and 12 after the 2-yard loss by Jalen Thornton. So 2nd and 12 from the 15. White to the near side of the formation. Trison in the near side slot. Jalen in the backfield. Crodinger takes the shotgun snap, looking for the bubble screen. It hits off the receiver's hands. No whistle, so who's going to come up with a football? Was it a backwards pass? Are we going to have back-to-back turnovers? No signal just yet as they peel the pile apart. And it's going to be St. Vincent football. So after being set up on the 20-yard line in Indian territory, 2 plays later, another fumble. And that fumble is going to be called on Jalen Thornton. And now St. Vincent is going to start a drive on their own 26 after trading turnovers with St. Pius. So definitely a little bit of luck on the side of the homecoming crowd and the homecoming team. They're going to line up with trips to the far side as Whistler's going to be in shotgun with an empty set. And now a motion man from the far side. A flag comes out. That's likely going to back up the Indians. We'll see what the actual call is. 6:52 is where the clock's at in the first quarter. And it is going to be against the St. Vincent Indians, a false start. So the Indians again with a penalty early in the offensive possession, and they're going to be backed up once again with a 1st and 15. And the ball sitting just in front of the 20-yard line. 3 receivers headed to the near side for St. Vincent. Whistler backs off in shotgun. Now they move a man in motion. The slot goes in motion. It's a fake, and Whistler's going to keep it himself, but have nowhere to go that time. Both offensive struggling in the early going. See where this will be spotted. So it's going to actually be a 1-yard loss for Joe Whistler. St. Vincent's offense is actually in the negative at this point in time. Now we'll be looking at a 2nd and 15 from their own 19. Again, 3 receivers come to the near side. Whistler's going to be in the shotgun set. A lot of room for the wide receiver. The shotgun snap to Whistler, looking to throw over the middle. Hits off the receiver's hands. Went right over a St. Pius defender. The intended receiver was Riley Reen on that play. Our first pass attempt by St. Vincent falls to the turf and brings up 3rd and 15 from their own 19 with 6:06 to go in the first quarter. So St. Vincent has struggled early in the offensive department. The defense has stood tough, and they're going to need that if the offense struggles in the early going. Now trips come to the near side, a single receiver to the far side. Whistler in shotgun. Takes again a high snap. He's got to roll to the near side. Pressure in his face. Has to throw it downfield. And throwing on the run, well short of the intended receiver, Nick Sissel. So 2 straight incompletions by Joe Whistler. The St. Vincent Indians face a 4th and 15 from their own 19-yard line. So tough going early for St. Vincent. The offensive struggles are going to put the defense right back out on the field. PQ back to punt for St. Vincent. He's standing on about his own 6-yard line. 2 back to field this are both Trison and Jalen Thornton. It's going to head to the sidelines and take a St. Pius bounce and die right there and actually be picked up and fielded and advanced a couple of yards by a very brave Tryson Thornton. So that ball is going to be spotted just short of midfield on the St. Pius side. So now the Lancers will come back out for their third drive of the evening with 5:49 still to go in our opening quarter. The Lancers' last drive started on the St. Vincent 20. They came up empty as a fumble on a backwards pass was recovered by St. Vincent. So the Lancers now come out and start on their own 49-yard line. Javon White comes to the near side. Tryson Thornton spreads to the far side. And back under center will be Elliott Fisher. Jalen Thornton off to the left of Fisher. And it looks like there's some confusion as Fisher went to go under center, now backs up. Takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Jalen Thornton. Jalen Thornton gets into the secondary, and he's going to be brought down after picking up about 8 yards on the play. Into St. Pius, or into St. Vincent territory, rather. So another decent pickup by Jalen Thornton. After the spot, it's a 7-yard pickup, 2nd and 3 for St. Pius. Lined up on the 43-yard line. Javon White and Rich come to the near side. Tryson Thornton to the far side. Jalen Thornton offset left of Fisher, who's lined up in shotgun. 2nd and 3. Here's a shotgun snap. Handed off to Jalen Thornton. He's going to run right out. Now he bounces out to the right side. He was stood up and found a gap on the far side to get out around the tackle. Picks up the first down and then some. A big pickup again by Jalen Thornton. Gets down to the 26. So a 17-yard pickup for Jalen Thornton and moves the football deeper into St. Vincent Indian territory, just short of the 25 to the 26. So it'll be a fresh set of downs for the St. Pius Lancers with just inside of 5 minutes to go. 1st and 10 from the 26. Javon White, Logan Rich to the near side. Tryson Thornton spread to the far side. Fisher in shotgun with Jalen offset left. Here's the shotgun snap. Fisher looking to throw downfield, chopping the feet. He's got pressure coming to his face. He's going to roll to the far side. He's going to step out of bounds, and it's going to be marked as a loss. A good play by the St. Vincent Indian defense to get into the backfield, and good coverage. That was definitely going to go down as a coverage sack for the St. Vincent Indians. Good coverage downfield. Fisher had to roll out, just nobody there, and he's actually going to lose 4. So it'll be a 2nd and 14. Well, the St. Pius Lancers backed up now to the 30 after the loss. The clock stops at 4:37. Still scoreless in the early going. Each team had a couple of possessions, 1 turnover each. Javon White, Tryson Thornton to the near side, 2 receivers on the far side. Fisher takes the shotgun snap. He's chopping the feet, looking downfield. He's going to tuck it and be brought down again. Back-to-back sacks, that time for the St. Vincent Indian defense. Covered them a year ago in a game that they had 7 sacks and 5 interceptions. 2 sacks and a fumble recovery so far. So the Indian defense definitely stepping up and getting the job done in the early going. Backing up St. Pius to a 3rd and 19 now on the 35. So the Lancers backed up with a 3rd and long. The clock still ticking, inside of 4 minutes to go. Now breaking out of the huddle. Javon White going to be spread to the near side. Going to the far side, Matthew Shoppy. Tryson Thornton in motion from the slot. He takes the jet sweep, going around the outside edge, finds some room. He's going to get the first down and stay on his feet. So, no, he's not going to pick up the first down. He's actually going to be about 6 yards short. He was just that far back. So he needed 19 yards and ended up picking up about 14 of those 19. So it'll be a 4th down situation. Again, after the 14-yard pickup by Tryson Thornton. So 4th and about 6 yards to go for the St. Pius Lancers. The offense stays out on the field. Elliott Fisher is the quarterback at the moment for the St. Pius Lancers. Javon White, Tryson Thornton coming to the near side. Matthew Shoppy to the far side. Fisher in shotgun. Now motion from the far side slot. The handoff to Rich. Rich coming around the outside. Picks up a block. He's in open space. 10-5. Logan Rich into the end zone for the first touchdown of the night. And the St. Pius Lancers take an early lead, converting on a 4th and 5. Logan Rich takes it into the end zone, and the Lancers take the early lead over the St. Vincent Indians. A good block on the outside edge. Tryson Thornton leading the way, picking up a big block. And Logan Rich on the jet sweep gets in the end zone. So our first touchdown of the night puts the St. Pius Lancers up 6-0. And all of our scoring drives are brought to you by Auto Plaza Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of DeSoto and Fredericktown. We are set for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. It's got the distance, and it is through. The St. Pius Lancers get into the end zone for our first points of the night. A drive that started on their own 49, 51 yards later. It's Logan Rich finding the end zone on a jet sweep. So while we have both teams switching fields, we'll let you know that we're brought to you by ProCare Automotive in Bonne Terre, Earth Mother Health Foods, the County Do-It Center in St. Genevieve, Crown Collision Center in Farmington, Fleegs Equipment in St. Genevieve, and Culligan Water in Leadington, as we are in St. Vincent for Indian homecoming festivities this evening. We saw the parade come in earlier. The game ball delivered by helicopter tonight. And yes, you did hear that right. That game ball was delivered by helicopter tonight. Not too often you see something like that. So now after the touchdown drive by the St. Pius Lancers, they lead 7-0 with 3:26 to go in the first quarter. And the Lancers will be kicking off. They kick off from right to left in our opening quarter, and it's Kyler Smith, the 5'9 senior, set to kick for the St. Pius Lancers. And if I'm seeing that number right in the St. Vincent backfield, it's Riley Reen as the deep man. Joe Whistler and Trevor Lively are just up from that, along with Nick Sissel. So a pair of seniors just in front of Reen. Just in case it's a little bit of a short kick, you have your veterans back there to lead the way. And the kick is a booming high kick. It's going to hang forever. Reen fields it at the 11. He's up to the 15, now across to the 25, and he's going to be brought down at about the 27-yard line. So a 16-yard pickup on the return by Riley Reen. And the St. Vincent offense will come back out on the field trailing 7-0 against the St. Pius Lancers. Still 3 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the opening quarter for St. Vincent. Fumbled on the opening drive and went backwards 7 yards on the second drive before being forced to punt by the St. Pius defense. So the Indians come back out looking to get the offense going. Whistler will line up in shotgun. Reen offset left in the backfield. The shotgun snap to Whistler. Hand off to Reen. Reen is in trouble. He's going to have to stop and try to cut back upfield, and is not going to be able to. The St. Vincent defense all over Reen in the backfield. They're going to tackle him for a short loss. The ball is going to be spotted at the 24. So Reen had 2 yards on one carry. He loses 2 yards, so now he's looking at 2 carries, 0 yards, 2nd and 12 from the 24, just inside of 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. It's the St. Vincent Indians hosting the St. Pius Lancers tonight for Week 7 on Web TV. Twins to the far side, twins to the near side as Whistler lines up in shotgun. 2nd and 12 from the 25. Takes a shotgun snap, looking to throw over the middle. The pass is caught, crossing the 30. Tyler Unterreiner making the catch. Whistler's first completion of the night goes for 7 yards. As Unterreiner gets involved for the first time tonight. Makes 1 for 3 now for Joe Whistler, the senior, 3-year starter for the St. Vincent Indians. 3 receivers head to the far side. Spreading out wide is Mitchell Dobbelair. So trips off to the far side with Whistler in shotgun. Reen in motion from the slot from the far side to the near side. They fake the motion. The pass going over the top. Finding the intended receiver for the first down. A complete pass. It's going to move the chains. It's Nick Sissel coming up with the reception. And the ball all the way up to the 42-yard line now So first down by the St. Vincent Indians, and another completion by the senior Joe Whistler. So 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Clock continuing to tick at 1:40 and counting. The Indians break out of the huddle. Whistler's going to go into shotgun. It'll be Unterreiner in the backfield. Reen in the slot. They call for motion. Reen. They're going to fake the handoff. Whistler's going to keep it himself and be brought down in the backfield. That's the second time tonight we've seen that play. And St. Pius was all over it. Ryan Sciarra getting into the backfield that time for the Lancers. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss for Joe Whistler. So after picking up the first down, now 2nd and 12. With just over a minute to go in the first quarter, it's a 7-0 ball game. The St. Pius Lancers scoring our only touchdown so far tonight. Daubelair comes to the near side. Sissel, Green, the 3 receivers. Unterreiner in the backfield. Whistler takes the shotgun snap, looking to throw over the middle, threads the needle, and he's going to pick up the first down and about 7 more. So 19-yard pickup that time with Riley Reen on the other end of it from Joe Whistler, and Whistler absolutely threading the needle on that play. I can't emphasize enough. Throwing right through double coverage that time. 2 linebackers camping out in the zone. And Whistler read that one all the way. You're only going to get that out of a 3-year starter. That was impressive. So again, receivers everywhere. Blake Hellman spreads out to the far side. Sissel and Reen with Unterreiner in the backfield. The shotgun snap to Whistler, rolling to the near side. Sees an opening. He's going to tuck it and run, and going ahead and diving across the 40-yard line. A little bit of bravery right there for Joe Whistler. Picking up half of what they need on that. Getting down to the 37, so add 5 to Joe Whistler's total. Gives him 3 carries for 2 yards. And that'll about do it for the first quarter. And we are at zeros in the opening quarter. So quarter number 1 comes to a close with the St. Pius Lancers scoring the lone touchdown in the first 12 minutes. Logan Rich responsible for 6. The extra point was clean, and the Lancers lead this one 7-0. We'll take a 30-second pause and start quarter number 2 from St. Vincent High School with the St. Pius Lancers up 7-0 over the Indians. Quarter number 2 next on Web TV.
If you're thinking about building, remodeling, or have any project in your future, stop by County Do-It Center in St. Genevieve and Bloomsdale. You'll find everything needed for the do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor. Check out the Do It Best quality paint line, one of the fastest growing private brands in the industry. The best look self-priming interior or exterior paints comes with a lifetime warranty, so you know they'll stand the test of time. At County Do It Center, they have what you need in lumber, hardware, and Do It Best quality paint. County Do It Center is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
So we come back at 7-0 with the St. Pius Lancers, the visiting St. Pius Lancers, leading the St. Vincent Indians tonight on the Indians' homecoming this evening. Our only touchdown coming courtesy of Logan Rich of the St. Pius Lancers, running one in on a jet sweep. And now the Indians are marching down the field. They'll be facing a 2nd and 5 as we start the second quarter. From the St. Pius Lancer 37, the senior quarterback Joe Whistler orchestrating this drive and made a couple of nice throws so far. Can they keep that momentum rolling as we start the second quarter? We are about to find out. 3 receivers come to the near side of the field. Unterreiner is going to be in the backfield. Reen, the motion man from the slot. The handoff is faked. Whistler's going to tuck it. He's going to run himself. And it looks like he may have picked up just about 5. He lost the football at the end of it, and St. Pius comes out of it. Unreal. Jalen Thornton with the fumble recovery on Joe Whistler, and that kills the drive. That's 3 drives for St. Vincent and 2 ending on Joe Whistler fumbles. That's unfortunate. Jalen Thornton for St. Pius coming up with a recovery and actually advanced it a couple of yards. I don't know how he came out of the pile with it like that. The freshman showing some flashes. I think we're going to be saying Jalen Thornton for the next couple of years, and with increasing interest in each passing year. Just a freshman, the younger brother of Tryson Thornton, and showing flashes of varsity level skills so far. So now it's Cameron Krodinger back under center, Rich in motion. They fake that, and the snap is actually going to bounce off the chest of Krodinger. He reels it in and able to hand it off still, somehow gets it to Jalen Thornton. It was definitely a strange snap on that sequence. So after Fisher takes his team down the field and scores, Cameron Krodinger comes in nonetheless, and now we're going to see Jalen Thornton actually step off of the field after the 1-yard gain. 6 carries for him already tonight. So Cameron Krodinger lines up in shotgun. Twins on either side. He takes the shotgun snap. This one's going to be a fake handoff. He's going to pull it out and run and pick up about 6 yards. So we're seeing a couple of different looks so far from St. Pius as far as quarterbacks go. And that was a 5-yard pickup for Krodinger. Krodinger just a freshman, 5'10", 165. So that's a lot of freshmen starting for St. Pius. They have 2 freshmen starting on offense and 3 on defense. So with a 3rd and 3, very manageable. Twins to the near side, twins to the far side. Krodinger's going to go into shotgun. In the backfield with him is Ryan Sciarra. Tryson Thornton in motion. Here's the snap. They hand it off to Sciarra. He finds a hole, blows through the linebacker, spins off another man into St. Vincent territory and down to about the 45-yard line. So an 11-yard pickup for Sciarra. So St. Pius using several guys out of the backfield so far. 5 different ball carriers for the Lancers. Just 1 pass thrown so far. 10:28 still to go in our opening frames. And a 7-0 lead for the St. Pius Lancers in a game that is brought to you by Mega Sports in Farmington, Home Pools and Spa in Ludington and Parkland, Health Mart Pharmacy in Deloge, Fredericktown, and Ironton. Well, the Indian defense has stood tough, all other than 1 drive so far. But the Indian offense has put their defense into some tough spots with fumbles on 2 of their 3 drives so far. So Shoppy comes to the near side. Rich in the slot on the near side of the field. White and Thornton on the far side. Krodinger in shotgun. It's a jet sweep to Tryson Thornton. He comes around. Can he get to the outside edge? No, he cannot. They're waiting for him all over the place. And getting just short of the 40, maybe 2-3 yards at best for Tryson Thornton. His 3rd carry of the night goes for 2 yards. His first went for 23 and the second for 14. So St. Vincent doing a much better job managing Tryson Thornton out of the backfield on those jet sweeps. The jet sweep is what scored the touchdown for St. Pius. It was Logan Rich taking it into the end zone. We'll have our first timeout of the night. The timeout called by the visiting St. Pius Lancers with 9:44 to go in the second quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 7 when we return. Up next, the St. Pius Lancers trying to extend their lead. We'll take a 30-second pause and bring it right back on Web TV.
TG Missouri is proud to be a part of the community and is committed to being a good corporate citizen and partner in the Perryville community. TG Missouri encourages young athletes to strive for their best. These young athletes and coaches work hard, and their determination is commended. This message brought to you by your friends at TG Missouri in Perryville. Proud to support our young athletes and coaches.
We return after a St. Pius Lancer timeout. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the Indian 41, with the Lancers trying to move downfield and extend their 7-0 lead. Some of the other games on the airwaves tonight: Cape Central and Farmington, a barn burner, tied at 21 so far. Hillsboro all over DeSoto, 21-zip, and Herky leads Crystal 18-0. We are 7-0 here with St. Pius leading over the St. Vincent Indians and the Lancers with possession of the football with a 2nd and 7 from the St. Vincent 41-yard line. Javon White to the far side with Tryson Thornton in the slot. Rich in the near side slot with Shoppy on the end. It's Cameron Krodinger under center, or in shotgun rather, for St. Pius. The handoff going right up the middle and rumbling for a few more is Ryan Sciarra. Sciarra, a load coming out of the backfield.
Tackle by number 76.
And that's going to make it third and very manageable. 3rd and 1 at, I wouldn't even call it 1 at this point. 3rd and about the length of a football. A 6-yard pickup for Skiera. And Krodinger now comes back into the huddle after headed to the sidelines, talking to Coach Jerry Woods, the head coach of the St. Pius Lancers. They're going to spread it out 4 wide again. White, Thornton, Rich, Shoppy. From far side to near side, Krodinger takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Jalen Thornton. Thornton going to be brought down in the backfield, showing some speed up front for the St. Vincent Indians. Lane Hlavik getting into the backfield, getting a handful of Jalen Thornton, and going to bring him down for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th and 5 on the 40-yard line. So now that makes 7 carries, 43 yards for the freshman running back, Jalen Thornton for St. Pius. The offense stays out onto the field. Have not seen a punt team yet for St. Pius on their 3rd, 4th down of the night. Their touchdown earlier came on a 4th down. 5 receiver set as they spread Jalen Thornton out. And he's going to back up and look for the bubble. Cameron Krodinger looking over the middle, finds Tryson Thornton, makes the catch across the 30, across the 20. Can he cut back inside? He sure can. He's going to get down to the 5, and before being brought down by Joe Whistler. An amazing catch and run by Tryson Thornton, and a flag comes out at the end of the play. It's going to go down as a 35-yard pickup for the freshman Krodinger, finding the senior Tryson Thornton. And he took it 35 yards. A flag comes out at the end of it. I imagine it's going to be for extracurriculars. And it's going to be a personal foul on St. Vincent. So now deep in Indian territory with a 7-0 lead. The St. Pius Lancers looking to extend their 7-0 margin. So the penalty does go against the St. Vincent Indians with 8:05 to go in the second quarter. St. Pius knocking on the door. Looking at a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line as it stands right now. So it was Elliott Fisher that took St. Pius down, and Logan Rich finished it off. Now Cameron Krodinger has taken the Lancers deep into St. Vincent territory, but can they finish off the drive? Javon White to the far side, the big side of the field. Tryson Thornton to the near side. Skiera and Jalen Thornton. As Krodinger goes under center, he takes the snap. He's going to try to roll out, and he's going to hand it off to Jalen Thornton, who's going to dive for the pylon on the near side, and he's going to make it into the end zone. So that's 6 more for the St. Pius Lancers. A 5-yard pickup for Jalen Thornton. And St. Pius is up 13-0 with an extra point to come and 7:52 still remaining in the first half. So a 35-yard pitch and catch to Tryson Thornton and a 5-yard run by Jalen Thornton gives the St. Pius Lancers a 13-0 advantage. Kyler Smith on to kick the extra point for St. Pius. The snap, the hold, the kick is clean. It's up, and it is through by quite a bit. So that's 14-0 with St. Pius leading the St. Vincent Indians. Our scoring drives are brought to you by Auto Plaza Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of DeSoto and Fredericktown. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, check on inventory and prices at autoplazaford.com. With 7:52 to go in the second quarter, it's 14-0 St. Pius. We'll have a kickoff coming up in 30 seconds on J98 Web TV at mimoinfo.com.
Jimmy John's, America's #1 sandwich delivery, home of Subs So Fast You Freak, including subs, slims, and giant clubs. Proudly preparing a plethora of palate-pleasing products using fresh meats, fresh veggies, and fresh baked bread. Served here in the store, delivered freaky fast to your domicile. And don't forget our world-famous Jimmy Chips and Jimmy Cookies and our fabulous catering services featuring box lunches, 15 and 30-piece party platters, and 2, 4, and 6-foot subs. This is Ed. How may I help you?
Wow, that sounds good. I'll have that.
You'll have what, ma'am?
What you just said.
I'm on my way.
Jimmy John's, located on Maple Street in Farmington, delivers 7 days a week. Call 756-FAST. That's 756-FAST.
It is now 14-0 with the St. Pius Lancers scoring on back-to-back drives. A 35-yard pitch and catch to Tryson Thornton was finished off by a 5-yard touchdown run by Jalen Thornton. Now a high booming kick from St. Pius fielded by Reen at the 10. He's out to the 20, brings it up to about the 26-yard line, and that's where St. Vincent will bring out the offense. The offense for the Indians struggling so far tonight. 3 possessions The first ends in a Joe Whistler fumble. The second, a punt after netting -7 on the possession. And then they were driving down the field, and it was a fumble again by Joe Whistler on a quarterback keeper, recovered by Jalen Thornton. And the St. Pius Lancers turned that turnover into points. So St. Vincent down 2 scores with a long way to go in this one. They need to respond now and get the homecoming crowd back into this one. Joe Whistler comes back out for the St. Vincent Indians with a 4 receiver set and trips to the near side. Reen is in the backfield. The snap, Whistler looking to roll to the near side, looking downfield for Sissel. He lobs one up, and it's going to be out of bounds. Javon White was covering that play pretty well. Had a few steps on Sissel, and he's definitely got the height, too. So the incomplete pass by Whistler brings up 2nd and 10 from the St. Vincent Indian 27, and that makes Whistler 3 of 5 so far tonight. So the clock freezes at 7:39 with the incomplete pass. Both these teams mix in the offenses pretty well with the pass and run game. So Sissel coming to the near side. He'll be accompanied by Alec Wibbenmeyer. Reen in the slot. Whistler, an empty set. He calls for a motion. Reen, they fake the handoff. Whistler's going to keep it himself and try to come to the near side around the outside edge. And not going to pick up much there at all. The St. Pius linebackers, the front 7 really, doing a great job of checking the run by the St. Vincent Indians. And that'll bring up 3rd and long. Again for the Indians. Sitting on their own 27-yard line. 7:15 to go in the second quarter. Clock continues to run. Mitchell Dobbelair comes to the near side. Sissel just in from that. Rain in the slot. Whistler in shotgun with Unterreiner offset right. The shotgun snap to Whistler. He's looking downfield, has to heave it up, and definitely a mix-up for the intended receiver. Looking that time for Mitchell Dobbelair, the junior. Dobbelair cut inside. Whistler through to the sideline. It's going to fall incomplete and bring up 4th and 10 from the St. Vincent Indian 27. So another quick drive that started at the 27, stays at the 27, and is going to result in a punt. So fumble, punt on the first 4. Tryson Thornton, Jalen Thornton from the near side to the far side back to field this. The kick gets away, and it's not going to travel too far. It's going to bounce in St. Vincent territory, take a Pius hop, hit off a Lancer, and maybe be recovered by St. Vincent. We'll see what comes out of the pile. And it's St. Vincent football, so the punt bounces in their favor, and St. Vincent recovers after one of the Lancers tried to field it, hit off his arm. So now the Indians are going to take over on their own 47 after yet another turnover in this contest. That makes the 4th turnover tonight. And now the Indians are going to move up to their own 47 and try it again. 6:46 to go. Spreading out to the far side, Dobbelair, Sissel, Reen. From far side to near side. Unterreiner in the backfield, offset left to Whistler, who takes the shotgun snap. Looking downfield, has time to throw. Looking for his receiver, Lively, who jumps up and had it and ripped out at the end. Javon White making a nice defensive play. Maybe the ball thrown just a little bit too high. The intended receiver, Trevor Lively, had it in his hands, and Javon White ripped it away at the last minute. So 2nd and 10 from the Indian 47, 6:41 on the game clock. They break out of the huddle. Lively to the far side. Sissel, Unterreiner, spread out to the right. Blake Hellman to the near side. Reen in the backfield with Whistler in shotgun. The shotgun snap, and a whistle is going to blow that play dead before it even gets going. It's likely a false start, but who's it on? It's going to be against the St. Vincent Indians, so that 2nd and 10 from the 47 is no more. They're going to walk that off. 5. So it'll be back down to the 42. 2nd and 15 for the Indians. 6:39 still to go. St. Pius leads this by 2 scores at 14-0. Now they start to wind the clock at 6:35, 34, 33, and ticking. St. Pius already set up front. Shoppy, Reed, Comparado, and Fortney across the line there. Sciarra is creeping up as a linebacker, maybe the 5th guy across the line now. The 4-receiver set, trips to the right. Whistler takes the shotgun snap, looking to hand off to Reen. He pulls it out late, and he's going to be brought down again in the backfield. That is the 3rd sack of the night. Well, these defenses are definitely taking over this game. St. Pius offense has looked much better than St. Vincent's in the early going, but a lot of football still left to play. 5:55 and counting. A 5-man front for St. Pius. 3 linebackers and 3 in the secondary, but the 3 or 4 in the secondary with a safety nearly on the line of scrimmage. Sissel going to spread out wide. Unterreiner and Lively. Reen in the backfield, Hellman on the near side of the formation. Whistler takes the shotgun snap, throws it over the middle, hits off the hands of Tryson Thornton, who read that all the way. Tryson Thornton nearly had himself an interception, hit off his hands. And for St. Vincent, your offense is definitely struggling so far. Pass interference is going to be called at the end of that play. That's going to help out the Indians quite a bit. So that's definitely the reason that Thornton had jumped that route as well as he had. He was called for using a little bit too much of the hands on that one. So that'll bring St. Vincent up to the 44-yard line. That makes it 3rd down and 2. What would have been a 3rd and 17. So Sissel will spread out to the far side. And now they're doing a stacked 5 set with Whistler looking for a bubble screen. Finds Reen. The screen is set up. The wall is there. Did he pick up the first down? I've got a direct line on it, and he is right at the marker. Reen comes up with the catch. Goes 2 yards with it. But he needed 3. So it looks like we're going to have maybe a measurement. The officials are looking at it, and they are going to call for the chains. So we'll have our measurement crew come out, the chain gang. And we'll see if this is in fact a first down or if the St. Vincent Indians will be facing a 4th and short. The Indians have yet to make it into the red zone tonight. This will be a big pickup for them here.
It looks like this shoe could be the feature shoe of an alumni here someday.
They're stretching out the chains, and from my glance, they're going to be just short. And I do believe that is going to be the case. They're going to walk it out to midfield, and maybe 3 to 4 inches short. Here you'll get a clean look at it here. And about the nose of the football or so away from the first down. So it'll be a 4th and 1 for the St. Vincent Indians. The ball spotted at the 43-yard line. Maybe 43 and a half, and they need the 43. Sissel and Mitchell Dobelair to the far side. That 3-receiver stack. Lively, Unterreiner, Reen on the near side. It was a bubble screen a minute ago as Whistler goes under center on a 4th and 1 with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. A big play right here for the Indians. Whistler takes the snap. He's going to bunch for it himself, and the QB keeper's going to pick it up, and then maybe a couple more. So a 2-yard pickup for the St. Vincent Indians on the quarterback keeper, led by Joe Whistler. His offensive line clearing the way for him. That offensive line, Brown, Halavic, Pico, Schumer, and Johnson doing their jobs up front, picking up that short yardage situation, a fresh set of downs, and the ball to the 40. Well, the Indians kicked to open this game. So if they can score here, they'd put themselves in a great situation opening the second half. Trips to the far side. Whistler's going to back out in shotgun. Puts Reen on his left hip. Hellman on the near side. And the shotgun snap. Whistler looking downfield. He's going to fire. And it's going to be caught and driven back. So where will they spot this one? Nick Sissel, the reception. And they're going to give him 6 yards, 7 yards on the pickup. Sissel's 2 receptions for 13 so far. It'll be 2nd and 3 with 4 minutes to go. The ball spotted on the 34-yard line. The Indian offense moving about as well as they have so far tonight. They had a drive going pretty well earlier before it ended with a fumble. So 3 receivers come to the near side. Dobbelair, Sissel, Unterreiner. Whistler in shotgun. Reen in the backfield. The shotgun snap. It's handed off to Reen, who's brought down to the backfield for a loss. The St. Pius Lancers all over that one. James Reed getting in the backfield. Reed, a defensive tackle, a 6'2", 265 senior for the Lancers, comes up with a stop on second down and brings up 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 from about the 36, 37-yard line, maybe just in between the two. Blake Hellman to the near side. Sissel, Reen. Lively on the far side. Unterreiner in the backfield. Whistler in shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. He's got Reen on the bubble. The blocks are set. Reen up to the 30. And he's going to be short of the first down marker. Just short of it. Maybe a yard or so. They needed 5. Picked up 4. Reen's 3rd reception of the night. The 5th completion for Whistler, who is now 5 of 10. So another 4th and short for the St. Vincent Indians. They just converted a 4th down, but it was on a quarterback sneak. Be interesting to see if they go for that again. Whistler was under center last time. They had that 3-receiver bunch, and it's Lively, Unterreiner, and Reen bunched up on the near side. Wibbenmeyer and Sissel on the far side. Now they're going to stack the box and punch it, and it looks like they're going to pick it up again. Those short yardage situations going quite well for St. Vincent. And it looks like they picked it up again. Had to get to the 30. They picked up just enough. Needed 1, picked up 2 behind Joe Whistler on a quarterback keeper. Once again, that's 2 4th down conversions on this drive. And that'll be another first down on this drive for St. Vincent. Now up to the 29-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. And they trail 14-0. 3 receivers head to the far side. Reen, Sissel, Wibbenmeyer, Unterreiner in the backfield as Joe Whistler calls for motion. He takes the shotgun snap, fakes the handoff. Whistler's going to keep it himself, go up the middle, and Whistler's not going to pick up anything at all. Whistler trying to go up the middle on a flag on the far side. Extracurriculars going on between Jalen Thornton and Mitchell Dobbelair. If this is going to be a penalty on St. Pius here, it would not surprise me the slightest. That's definitely a freshman move, and that's going to send Jalen Thornton to the sideline. And I imagine the coaching staff not too happy about that move. We'll see what the actual call from the official is. We'll get some clarification here in just a moment. We still have 1 minute, 47 seconds to go in the second quarter. And the first one, so they're going to be offsetting. So one was called on either player. So one was called on Mitchell Dobbelair. The other called on Jalen Thornton. They will offset. The ball will stay at the 29. So just kind of a little bit of a warning for both guys to cut out the extracurriculars. Now they start to wind the clock, 1:40 and ticking. The Indians now come out of the huddle. Sissel and Dobbelair to the far side. Hellman, Unterreiner, Reen on the near side. Whistler takes a shotgun snap, looking for the bubble again. Now he's going to throw it into the end zone. Definitely a misread, as Tryson Thornton was the closest to that one by about maybe 15 yards. So that's the second time we've seen miscommunication from Whistler and his receiving core. Both times he's thrown on the outside. The receivers cut inside. But I think they have that play there if they can get it to work right. The Indians break out of the huddle. Lively to the far side with Sissel. Dobbelair and Reen to the near side. Unterreiner in the backfield. Whistler in that shotgun set. Reen in motion. They hand it off to Reen, trying to get around the outside edge. He's going to have to cut back inside. Follows his blocker, showing nice patience there. Riley Reen picking up a decent gain. About a 5-yard pickup. So Reen on his third carry of the night
to your vehicle.
Goes for 5, and that gives him 3 carries and 5 yards after going +2, -2 on his first 2 touches. He's had a couple of receptions so far, 3 receptions. Hellman, Sissel, Unterreiner, Lively from near side to far side. And a timeout's going to be called by the St. Vincent Indians. So 51.9 seconds to go in the second quarter. It'll be a 3rd and 5 from the 25. We'll take a 1-minute pause and find out how this second quarter is going to close up next on J98 Web TV at MIMOinfo.com.
Great time right now to get.
Ladies, have you heard Mower Mouse lately? Talking about saving your yards and turning your husbands into superheroes like him? Well, I'm here to tell you, he finally got one thing right. I'm Clarissa, Queen of the Green, and the Hustler Z-Turn mower is the best mower out there. It's so easy to operate, it's fast, fun, and smooth that you'll want to mow the yard yourself. Forget about the husband saving the day. Get out there and see what a lean, mean mowing machine is all about. Hand him the broom, the laundry, and the kids, and take a break from the inside. Enjoy all that Mother Nature has to offer on the Hustler Super Z. Be your own queen of the green. The Hustler Z-Turn mower was made to outmow, outperform, and outlast any other mower on the market, and it saves you money. Come to Fliggs Equipment today and take a test drive. Find out what it's really like to be queen for the day. Queen of the green, that is. Fliggs Equipment, Highway 32, St. Genevieve. Online at fliggs.com. Fliggs Equipment. Let our family serve your family.
We come back just in time. A 3rd and 5 from the 25. 5 receiver set. Whistler takes the shotgun snap, throws it over the middle, and just behind the intended receiver, Unterreiner. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 5 from their own 25 for the St. Vincent Indians. Definitely that point in your field position battle where you're okay with leaving the offense out there. So far, it's been pretty evident that neither team has a strong kicking game. I imagine that's not going to be flaunted here. Sissel and Dobbelair to the far side. Lively, Unterreiner, Reen on the near side with a 5-receiver stack set. Whistler in shotgun, takes the snap, looking downfield to the far side, throwing it over top, and off the hands of Jalen Thornton, off the hands of Sissel, and falls incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the incompletion. And Whistler now 5 of 12 so far. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. The drive ending on the St. Vincent 25. And now the Lancers will have 43.5 seconds to go 75 yards if they so choose. They have the firepower to do it, but will they decide to do it? Shoppy and Rich on the near side. Thornton and White on the far side. We have Fisher back behind the line in shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Going to throw to Javon White. Looking for a screen. It hit off the hands of White and falls to the grass. Incomplete. So Fisher now 1 of 2. Krodinger 1 of 1 for 35 yards. 2nd and 10 with 37 seconds to go in the second quarter. The St. Pius Lancers lead 14-0 over the hometown St. Vincent Indians. So Shoppy, Rich to the near side. Javon White, Tryson Thornton. Fisher in shotgun. Jalen offset to the left. They fake the handoff. Fisher is going to be blown up in the backfield. A big-time play by the St. Vincent defense getting in the backfield, and Luke Wibbenmeyer coming up with a big stop in the backfield for the St. Vincent Indians. And that's going to be 3rd and 15. And we won't even have a play before the end of the second quarter. That was a big-time stop by St. Vincent. Luke Wibbenmeyer, the 180-pound junior, getting in the backfield. Coming off the blind side, Fisher never even saw him and blew him up. And that just might be one of our Crown Collisions of the game, brought to you by Crown Collision Center at Crown Motors, where customers bring their friends. That's Crown Collision Center, Highway 67, north of Farmington. That brings our first half to a close at 14-0. The visiting St. Pius Lancers lead the hometown St. Vincent Indians. The visiting St. Pius Lancers lead this one 14-0. They will be kicking off from left to right to open up the third quarter, and the hometown St. Vincent Indians will start the second half of play with possession of the football, barring any onside kick. But with a 2-score lead, I don't think Jerry Woods is going to do much to risk this 14-0 lead as the St. Pius Lancers come into tonight at 2-4, but open the season 0-2 and then have alternated wins and losses in between week 3, 4, 5, and 6, coming off of a tough loss on the road at Father Tolton. St. Vincent comes into tonight a 23-22 victory over Crystal City last week. They trail this one 14-0, but are about to receive the football to open the third quarter of play on Web TV. So here we go. St. Pius set to kick off, and another good kick from St. Pius, fielded at the 10 by Reen. He brings it up across the 20, runs into his own blocker, and is going to be brought down in the backfield. It was Seth Irvin and Dustin Birch getting in the back and bringing Reen down. And now, St. Vincent will have a chance to come out and get their offense going early in the third quarter. They had a couple of promising drives through the first 2 quarters of play, just came up empty, and had a couple of fumbles, one fumble recovery themselves to set up a decent field position. St. Pius had a fumble recovery on the 20 and came up empty earlier in the game. So definitely anybody's football game with a lot of time still left in this one. We've got a long way to go before we decide a winner in week 7 on Web TV. After the return, it'll be a 1st and 10 on the St. Vincent Indian 25-yard line as we get back underway. Coming out spread far to the near side is Blake Hellman. Nick Sissel will be in the slot on the near side. Looks like Trevor Lively spread out on the far end. Whistler will go back in shotgun. He spent shotgun set most of the first half, and he's back there now. He takes the shotgun snap, looking to throw it downfield, and it's going to sail it over the top of Nick Sissel, the intended receiver. And now Joe Whistler is 6 of 13 on the night after the incompletion. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Balls go back to the 25-yard line, and still 11:48 to go in the third quarter. The Indians trying to get out of their own territory on their own 25. Mitchell Dobelair comes out to the near side. Alec Brewer. Oh, it was Unterreiner, had the arm over it. The shotgun snap now handed off to Rain. He comes to the near side trying to shake past the secondary. Breaks one tackle, gets down to the 35, maybe to 36. And depending on the spot, it looks like he did pick up the first down. So Rain ended the first half with just 5 yards on the ground. He has now doubled that on 1 carry in the third quarter. So now the ball up to the 37, the 12-yard pickup. Now 4 carries, 17 yards for Reen. 3 receivers to the far side. Unterreiner in the backfield, and that is Hellman on the near side. Whistler in shotgun, takes the snap. It's a low snap. He has to dive on it. Live football, and Joe Whistler has had a few issues tonight with the ball coming from under center. He's had high snaps all through the first quarter, the first couple of drives, and a low snap that time. And Whistler going to have to fall on it. He's going to lose 8 on the play. So the 8-yard loss brings 2nd and 18 with the ball now on the St. Vincent Indian 30-yard line. 11:09 still to go in the third quarter. 3 receivers to the far side. Mitchell Dobelair comes to the near side on the short side of the field. Whistler lined up in shotgun. It's 2nd and 17 from the 30. The snap. Whistler looks to the far side. He's looking, has a lot of time to throw it. It's tipped and picked off by Javon White. There's your tip drill interception. Javon White, that's why you practice it. He's going to try to reverse field. Javon White still on his feet. And finally, he's going to be brought down at about the 44-yard line. So the interception, the 3rd turnover of the evening by Joe Whistler. And that time it's an interception by Javon White. A flag comes down at the end of the play. I imagine that's going to be after the interception, but we'll wait to see what the actual call is going to be. But that came pretty late in the play as Javon White tried to scramble. He ran about 40 yards to get nowhere. And the penalty is going to go against the St. Vincent Indians.
Hit ball foul.
And that
Against the Indians.
interception came
Sportsmanlike conduct.
on a 2nd and 18. So it was a fumble on the snap. Whistler recovered it, brings up that 2nd and 18. Then he throws a tip drill interception. And Javon White able to come up with it. It looks like an official dealing with an injury after that play. I want you to know our game tonight has been brought to you by Auto Plaza Ford in DeSoto and Fredericktown, America's mattress and recliners in Farmington, Willette Home Furnishings in Bonne Terre, Hub's Pub in Bonne Terre, along with Bloomsdale Bank in Bloomsdale, Crystal City, Herculaneum, and St. Genevieve. All of our stat coverage this evening comes your way by ProCare Automotive Repair in Bonne Terre, where it's fast, friendly, and professional service. That's ProCare Automotive Repair in Bonne Terre. Repaired once, repaired right. So through the first half of play, St. Vincent only managed 61 yards of offense. And on the flip side of that, St. Pius with 168. And just then, it looked like St. Vincent was moving the ball quite well. Then the intended receiver couldn't reel it in on a Joe Whistler rocket pass over the middle. Went up in the air. The tip drill fell right into the lap of Javon White. So now the St. Pius Lancers are going to start a drive on the St. Vincent 30 after the interception and penalty. So the first drive of the third quarter for St. Pius is going to be ran by number 14. That is Cameron Crodinger, the freshman. Logan Rich goes in motion. Crodinger takes the snap. Now he's going to hand it off to Jalen Thornton, who's going to find the edge to the 30, the 20, the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Jalen Thornton. This kid has wheels, and he puts 6 more on the board with 10:32 to go in the third quarter. It's now 20-0. St. Pius leading the St. Vincent Indians. A big run by Jalen Thornton right there, his second touchdown of the evening, and that makes his 10th touchdown of the season. Jalen Thornton, just the freshman, but 10 varsity touchdowns. And adding his second of the night, that one coming from 30 yards out. He's got 9 carries, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 10 now on the season. The Lancers set to kick their third extra point. Low snap, the hold, the kick gets away clean, just barely. And no signal from the official, but definitely looked like it was short after the low snap, and now they announced it overhead that it was no good. So we'll stay at 20-0 with the St. Pius Lancers leading the St. Vincent Indians. That's another turnover turned into points. The second turnover tonight by St. Vincent that the St. Pius Lancers have turned into 6. That time it was Jalen Thornton in one play, a one-play drive. Puts St. Pius out front even further, now 20-0. The homecoming looking to be spoiled this evening by the Lancers. The Indians still have quite a bit of time left to get back into this one, but St. Pius is not going to make that an easy road. So between Jalen Thornton and Tryson Thornton, they've racked up quite a few yards, and Logan Rich scoring the third touchdown. Well, actually, it was the first of 3 touchdowns for St. Pius, and they are on a roll tonight. After a 34-7 loss last week on the road at Father Tolton, looking pretty good tonight. Set to kick off once again. St. Pius kicks from left to right, wearing the navy blue pants, the white uniforms, white and blue helmets, and the navy blue numbers this evening. So here comes the kick after the one-play touchdown drive, and this kick is going to be for naught. We'll have a flag come out right at the beginning of that. We'll see what the actual call is going to be, and it's going to be a false start on a kickoff by St. Pius. You don't see that too often. Seen that a couple of times over the past 2 weeks, actually. Not something you see very often. But we see it right there, and that will back up St. Pius just a touch, and they'll have a chance to kick it off again after the false start. So here we go. We'll try that again, this time from the 35. This should be fielded. A low line drive kick hooking to the left. It's going to take a bounce and trickle out of bounds. And again, extracurriculars, and a flag comes in from the official. The flag was thrown to about the Indians 30, and it was thrown from the St. Pius 40. So I imagine that's going to be, again, for extracurriculars, but exactly who it's on, I'm not sure. I saw on the far sideline for St. Pius, that was Dustin Birch throw his hands up. So this may go against St. Vincent, but we'll await the call. It was the back judge that threw the flag in from about 30 yards out. And it was a false start thrown very late, again on St. Pius. It's going to be declined because the kick went out of bounds.
Indians ball, 1st and 10 on the 28-yard line. Maybe 27.
So with 10:32 still to go. So there were penalties on both sides. Now the official comes a little closer to the Indian sideline and clears that up.
The Lancers on the kick. And then a personal foul against the Indians.
So we'll be starting the play soon, but where from? We're not quite sure just yet as they get all the penalties sorted out. Now looks like the Lancers are backing up. So now they've got it set on the 35, and now they're going to walk off the penalty against St. Vincent. And now they're going to back it up to the 20. So the Indians will have a 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. 10:32 to go in the third quarter. A 20-0 ball game with the Lancers on top of the St. Vincent Indians. The St. Pius Lancers have scored in all 3 quarters so far, and a lot of time still left here in the third. The Indians coming out with 3 receivers spread to the far side. And now the official coming to the St. Vincent sideline. So eventually we're going to start this offensive possession. It's going to happen eventually. When? I couldn't tell you. Now. So Whistler's going to line up in shotgun with Reen in the backfield. Offset to the right. And here comes the fake handoff. Whistler's going to go up the middle, pick up a few before being brought down. So another quarterback keeper for Joe Whistler going up the middle.
Gain of a yard on the play. 2nd and
Just a 1-yard pickup for Whistler. He's now got 7 carries for 4 yards. 10 minutes still to go in the third quarter. It'll be a 2nd and 9 from the Indian 21-yard line. Trevor Lively heads to the far side of the field. Unterreiner in the far side slot. Sissel in the near side slot. And Hellman spread out wide to the left. Whistler in shotgun, takes the snap, looking to the far side of the field. Looks like he's going to heave it downfield, looking for Lively. It's going to be a jump ball, and Trevor Lively nearly tipped it to himself and came down with it. A hard fall, but it's going to fall incomplete. And now Whistler 6 of 14 on the evening. And it's 3rd and 9 from the 21. Whistler managed 45 yards through the air in the first half. The Indians just 16 first half yards on the ground for a total of 61 for the offense. Now 2 receivers come to the near side. That's Daubelair and Sissel. Now Reen is going to come to the near side as well. Unterreiner's in the backfield as Whistler gets set in shotgun. 3rd and 9 from the 21. Here's the shotgun snap. Whistler looking downfield, has time. Pressure comes. It's going to be tipped by Jalen Thornton. Good coverage by the freshman defensive back for the St. Pius Lancers, as that pass falls incomplete. And Whistler now 0 for 3 in the second half. 4th and 9 from the 21. That'll bring out the St. Vincent punt team. And the Thorntons will go back to try and field this one. Tryson Thornton to the near side, Jalen to the far side. Pecall back to punt this for the Indians. On a 4th and 9, 9:41 to go. Here's the snap. The kick gets away clean. It's going to be a short kick. It takes a St. Pius bounce in Indian territory, and it's going to stall out at the 44-yard line. Just short of the 45.
45-yard line. First down.
So with 9 minutes, 32 seconds to go, another St. Vincent drive is going to end in a punt. So far it's been Turnover, punt, turnover, punt, but they recovered on a muff. A turnover on downs in St. Pius territory. Then an interception, and now another punt. So not much going on for the St. Vincent offense. Now St. Pius is going to take over on the St. Vincent 45, and they've had 5 drives now start in Indian territory. Out of 7. So 5 of the 7 St. Pius drives starting in St. Vincent territory. A 4-receiver set with Elliott Fisher back in the quarterback spot. He takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Jalen Thornton. Jalen's going to pop his way through the middle, stay on his feet somehow. Then he's going to lose a lot at the end of this play. He's going to be brought down, but where's the official going to spot it at right now? Looks like they're going to spot it as a 2-yard loss. So Jalen Thornton goes backwards for a couple. It'll bring up 2nd and 12.
At the Indians' 47-yard line.
Jalen Thornton on the last Pius play went 1 play, 30 yards, and into the end zone. He goes backwards for 2 there, brings up 2nd and 12 from the Indian 47. 8:30 still to go in the third quarter. 2 receivers to the far side are Javon White, Tryson Thornton. On the near side is Rich and Shoppy. Fisher lined up in shotgun with Jalen offset left. Here comes a quick throw, reeled in by Shoppy. Across to the 40, down to the 39 before being brought down. An 8-yard pickup for Shoppy from Fisher. He is now 2 for 3 on the night. So the clock will continue to run as he was brought down inbounds.
3rd and long 4.
To be 3rd and 5 coming up from the 39-yard line. Inside of 8 minutes to go in the third. Now Fisher comes from the sideline back into the huddle. As St. Pius has been alternating quarterbacks each drive tonight between Fisher and Krodinger. 3 receivers to the far side. White, Rich, and Tryson. Jalen in the backfield. Fisher in shotgun. Shoppy, the lone receiver on the near side. The shotgun snap. They fake the handoff and looking for Tryson Thornton on the bubble and not able to find him on a 3rd and 5. So it'll bring up 4th and 5 from the 39-yard line. St. Pius has yet to punt tonight. With 7 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the third, it'll be a 4th and 5 from the 39. The Lancers are going to keep the offense out and see if they can't convert on the 4th down. They've scored a touchdown earlier in the game on a 4th and 5. Here they go with a 3-receiver set, 2 on the far side. The shotgun snap comes to Fisher. He's looking to throw to the far side. Has time. Now he has to scramble, throwing downfield and nearly intercepted. Coming across the middle from the linebacker position, Lane Halavic comes through and tips that one on 4th down. So a turnover on downs for St. Pius.
1st and 10 at their own.
And the Indian offense will come back out, trailing by 20 with 7 minutes and 24 seconds to go.
St. Jen 55.
The Indians have time to come back in this game, but they have a long road to get there. The offense has moved much better in the second half just on the short time that we've seen it. 3 receivers spread out to the far side. Dobbelair, Unterreiner, Sissel, and Lively from far side to near side. Reen in the backfield. The shotgun snap to Whistler. He hands it off to Reen, and nowhere to go. The big fellas up front for St. Pius all over that one. And getting there first was big number 71 blowing through the middle. That's Luke Comparado, a 6', 225 freshman up front for St. Pius, making a big-time stop. Brings up 2nd and 12 after the 2-yard loss by Reen. Just his 5th carry of the night, 2nd and 11 for the Indians. Now again, a 4-receiver set, 3 on the far side. Reen in the backfield, 2nd and 11. Here comes the shotgun snap to Joe Whistler. Whistler looking to the far side, pressure in his face, has to lob to Reen. Reen's got nowhere to go, and he's going to be brought down at the 30. Another loss this time for the St. Vincent Indians. Back-to-back plays go for a loss. And now it's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Indian offense. They continue to struggle. Facing now 3rd and long on their own 33-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 18 after the 7-yard loss
3rd and 18
by Riley Reen. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Time's going to continue to tick. And it's three receivers to the far side. Reen in the backfield. The shotgun snap to Whistler. Looking to throw to the near side. He pump fakes. He's got Lively streaking downfield and threw it out of bounds. And Javon White was on coverage. The crowd wants a flag, but that pass was definitely uncatchable. And Javon White just had better coverage on that, so it'll bring up 4th and 18 now for the St. Vincent Indians. The offensive woes continue. It took 2 drives for positive yardage in the first half for the Indian offense. And it's looking like the same story here in the early going of the second half. So Peacock back to kick this one away. And both Thorntons back to field it. Trison on the near side, Jalen on the far side. So 4th and 18, the punt comes, and it's going to be out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. So another drive for the St. Vincent Indians results in a punt. So with 5:49 to go, the St. Pius Lancers will have the chance to come out and add to their 20-0 lead. It's St. Vincent Indian homecoming night, so the St. Vincent Indians need to pick up the intensity if they want to please this homecoming crowd tonight. If things go as planned, it should be Cameron Krodinger back in the huddle for the St. Pius Lancers, and sure enough, here comes Krodinger from the sideline, sends Logan Rich off, so personnel change for the Lancers. Ball lined up on the St. Pius 37, 5:49 to go in the third, 20-0 Lancers, 4 receivers, 2 on either side. We have motion now with Birch going around the outside. Birch takes the handoff, finds the edge. He's still on his feet into Indian territory. Nobody's going to catch him. See you later, buddy. He's going to go all the way. No, he's not. A shoelace tackle right before the goal line. So a big run that time by Birch, but just short of the end zone. He's going to be brought down by the shoelaces. And it looks like they're going to spot him at the 5. A big pickup for Birch on the jet sweep. Going 58 yards and being brought down by the shoelaces. So it'll be a 1st and goal to go from the 5, and Jalen Thornton's going to head off the field. 5:29 to go in the third quarter. And the Lancers looking to extend this 20-0 lead. White and Trison Thornton to the far side. Krodinger's in shotgun, has 2 receivers to the near side. Birch in the slot. He's going to pull out the handoff, and he's going to try to get into the end zone himself and be ripped to the ground in the backfield. Riley Reen all over that from the linebacker position. So St. Pius is going to go backwards on that one. And the clock will continue to run inside of 5 minutes. It was 1st and 5, now looking at 2nd and 13 after the 8-yard loss. A sack by Riley Reen on the freshman quarterback for the Lancers, Cameron Krodinger. Krodinger yet to throw a touchdown pass this season. He's going to line up with a 4-receiver set. Birch and Shoppy on the near side. White and Thornton on the far side. A quick snap and throw to White. He's going to try to weave his way back up the middle, unable to do so. And understand we are now joined by those listening to AM 800 KREI this evening. If you're just tuning in to our contest tonight, the St. Pius Lancers currently lead the Indians of St. Vincent 20-0 with 4:05 to go in the third quarter. And the Lancers driving down the field. They had a 1st and 5, had to go backwards on a couple of plays thanks to the St. Vincent Indian defense. So now it's a 3rd and 10 for the St. Pius Lancers, and goal to go. A 4-receiver set. It's Cameron Krodinger at quarterback for the Lancers. Motion is Trison Thornton. They hand it off on the jet sweep. Trison Thornton looking for the edge. He's going to get in some space and get into the end zone for the first time of the 2015 season from 10 yards away. It's Trison Thornton adding to the St. Pius Lancer lead. It is now 26-0 with 3:39 to go in the third quarter. And it's been all St. Pius. St. Pius has scored in all 3 quarters so far. They scored 1 touchdown in the first, 1 in the second, and this is their 2nd touchdown of the third quarter. That one came from 10 yards away, and it was a carry by Trison Thornton, who's dealt with hamstring issues early in the year. and finally getting back to being 100% healthy. And Tryson Thornton finds the end zone for the first time of 2015. So the Lancers are going to opt to go for two. Tryson Thornton to the far side, White and Rich on the near side. Cameron Crodinger takes the snap, throwing over the middle, hit off the hands of the receiver and dropped. So the two-point conversion is failed, and it'll be 26-0 with 3:39 to go in the third quarter. It was a 10-yard touchdown run by Tryson Thornton to extend the Lancer lead. We'll take a 30-second pause and kick off to the St. Vincent Indians up next on KREI and Web TV.
Instead of sugary beverages that add extra calories and don't provide optimal hydration, rethink your drink. Regular hydration with quality Culligan bottled water is best. Waiting until your body gives you a thirsty signal means you have 3% level of dehydration and up to 15% decline in maximum performance capacity.
Right now, Culligan is offering low-cost cooler rentals, 20 gallons of water, and no delivery charge. Just call 573-431-3016. Culligan, better water, pure and simple. Limited time offer. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for details.
We are back with 3 minutes, 39 seconds still remaining in our third quarter following a 10-yard touchdown run by Tryson Thornton and a failed two-point conversion. The St. Pius Lancers just extended their lead to 26-0 over the St. Vincent Indians. The Lancers set to kick off. They'll kick off from left to right as we describe the action on all three facets of regional radio tonight. So here's the kick, fielded by Reen at the 10. Reen screaming up the middle, finds a split and runs right through it, stays on his feet before being brought down at about the 37-38 yard line. So the St. Vincent Indians offense will come back out and start on their own 38. I'll give you a quick synopsis of what we've seen so far from St. Vincent's offense, and it has not gone well for the Indians so far tonight on homecoming as a flag comes out late at the end of this return. So it's going to go against the Indians, a holding call on the return. So the return comes out to about the 38. Well, the hold's going to take that backwards. So we'll go ahead and do a quick recap of the St. Vincent Indian offense so far to this point in the night. It's been a Joe Whistler fumble, a punt, a Joe Whistler fumble, a punt on the next drive that St. Vincent covered on a muff, and then a turnover on downs in St. Pius territory, an interception by Joe Whistler, and back-to-back punts. And here's St. Vincent starting on their own 29 following the penalty. 1st and 10. Joe Whistler, the senior quarterback for the Indians, in shotgun. 3 receivers on the near side. The slot in motion. They fake the handoff to the slot, looking for Nick Sissel, and right through his hands. The pass just a little bit high. Looking for Nick Sissel, the senior receiver. And that's Whistler's 16th pass attempt of the night. He was 6 of 12 through the first half and has gone 0 for 4 here in the third quarter. So the incompletion stops the clock at 3:29 in the third. It's 2nd and 10 for the Indians from their own 29-yard line. 2 receivers spread out to the near side. Now they're going to send Reen to the near side. It's Dobelair, Sissel, and Reen. The 3 receivers on the near side. The shotgun snap to Whistler, looking for Sissel. He's got him there. A block set up by White, and a good play coming around the outside by Tryson Thornton, coming from the safety position. White did just enough to slow Sissel, and Tryson Thornton came and cleaned that play up. So the ball moves up to the 38. So it'll be a 3rd and a short 2 after the reception by Nick Sissel. The first completion of the third quarter for Joe Whistler, who's now 7 of 17 on the evening. So we're facing a 3rd and 1 are the St. Vincent Indians just inside of 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. 3 receivers to the far side. Hellman, Sissel, and Reen. Reen in motion, Unterreiner in the backfield. They fake the handoff. Now they're going to put it in the belly of Reen, who's going to be stood up right at the line of scrimmage. The St. Pius Lancers all over that one. The first man there was Matthew Shoppy for St. Pius. So a big stop there by the St. Pius Lancers, but just enough forward progress will move the chains. They just needed 1.5 and able to pick that up. So a fresh set of downs for the Indians. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the third quarter clock. It continues to run. St. Vincent still in the huddle. The Lancers line up with a 5-3 set. 3 receivers to the far side for St. Vincent. Whistler in shotgun with Reen on his left hip. The shotgun snap to Whistler, looking to throw quick, has an open receiver in space. It's Hellman, but a good closing tackle by St. Pius, Matt Lober, coming from the outside linebacker position to make that tackle, but still it's going to be a 6-yard pickup. Brings up a 2nd and 4. Ball up to the 46-yard line for the Indians, just inside of 2 minutes to go in the third. 2 receivers, now 3 receivers are going to head to the far side. Lively, Sissel, Reen on the far side, and Daubelair on the near side. The shotgun snap to Whistler, a quick bubble screen to Reen, and both St. Pius defenders shake the blocks and get back there. And Reen nowhere to go. He's going to lose 6 on the play. The linebackers for St. Pius doing a great job for looking for that screen. It only worked once so far tonight. And after the spot, it's going to be a loss of 6 for Riley Reen. And that makes it 3rd and maybe 9 from the 42. 3 receivers to the near side. Hellman, Sissel, Reen. Unterreiner in the backfield, Lively on the far side. Whistler lined up in shotgun. It's 3rd and 9. He's looking to throw, and he's going to throw. He finds a split in the defense, but unable to find his receiver. Looking to throw to the near side, and there was plenty of space for Blake Hellman to make the catch. Pass just a little bit too high, and that'll bring up 4th and 8 for the St. Vincent Indians. 54.4 on the game clock in the third quarter. On a 4th down and 8 on their own 43-yard line, St. Vincent is going to have to call a timeout. So with just under a minute to go in the third quarter, and the Indians facing a 4th and 8, the offense stayed out on the field. But as they started to line up, St. Vincent Indian coach Nathan Rowland calls a timeout. So we'll take a quick 30-second pause and continue the final minute of the third quarter up next on Regional Radio and Web TV.
At Midwest Sports Center, we sell fun and make your outdoor living easy. Hi, I'm Josh Harris, owner of Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. Stop by and test drive a brand new Can-Am F3 Spider. Check out the new Polaris Slingshot. And if you've been thinking about a side-by-side, well, now's the time. Prices starting at $69.99. Kick it up a notch and give you and your family the ultimate fun at Midwest Sports Center. Located right next to Redfield Collision Center in Farmington. Like us on Facebook, shop us online, MidwestSportsCenter.com.
So we come back from a timeout called by the St. Vincent Indians, who are facing a 4th and long from their own 43-yard line. The offense went out prior to the timeout. And then Coach Nathan Rowland for the Indians decided to take some time to think it over. But right now he's going to send the offense back out. The offense has struggled tonight. And in this situation, you don't want to give St. Pius a short field because their ground game has done everything they needed and more so far tonight. So 3 receivers are going to spread out to the near side. Hellman, Sissel, and Reen. The shotgun snap is high. Whistler able to reel it in. He's going to have to throw quickly. Finds Sissel camping out for the first down. They're going to pick up the 4th and 8 with an 11-yard reception to Sissel. Sissel, great route that time, and Whistler able to put it right on the numbers. Now 8 of 18 so far tonight. And that will move the ball into St. Pius territory. We are inside of a minute to go in the third, about 42 seconds. It will continue to run. The Indians break out of the huddle. Lively and Sissel to the far side. Daubelair and Unterreiner to the near side. Reen in the backfield, offset right of Whistler in shotgun. Whistler takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Reen. Reen's going to run into a little bit of, wow, a big shot right there by Birch, and it was hands to the head. It was maybe 10 yards in front of me, so that was clear as day. The flag comes out at the end of that, and that's definitely going to go against the St. Pius Lancers. The clock stops at 26.6. It was a 5-yard pickup for Riley Reen. Reen just 6 carries so far tonight for 20 yards. Just had 5 yards through the first half. Games tonight are brought to you by Comtree Comprehensive Health Centers, YMCA of Jefferson County in Festus, Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus, and Twin City Toyota in Herculaneum. Under 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. At the end of that play, the flag was thrown on Birch. And that's going to be a penalty against the St. Pius Lancers. The Indians, still looking for their first points of the night, are already into St. Pius territory. Now they're going to have to walk off this penalty. So a costly penalty right there for St. Pius. It's going to move St. Vincent even further into Lancer territory. It was going to be spotted at about the 40. Now they're going to bring it all the way inside the 30-yard line. So it'll be a fresh set of downs for the St. Vincent Indians. St. Vincent tonight, for those of you that have not seen us on Web TV tonight, in their home blue uniforms with yellow pants, yellow numbers. It's white jerseys, navy pants, and navy trim for the St. Pius Lancers. Now this ball is going to be all the way down to the 14-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 14 for the St. Vincent Indians. 3 receivers to the far side. Hellman to the near side. Whistler takes the snap, pump fakes. Now he's going to throw into the end zone, and Javon White might be able to pick this one off, but thrown a little bit too far for White to get up and pull that one in. It would have had to been a spectacular catch, but nonetheless, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd and 10 with 21.2 seconds to go. The 3-year starter, Joe Whistler, comes to the sideline for the Indians, gets the play, and heads back into the huddle. The Indians trail the St. Pius Lancers 26-0 with 21.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10 from the Pius 15 for the St. Vincent Indians. 3 receivers to the far side. Lively spread out on the short side by himself. The shotgun snap to Whistler. He's looking for Lively and nearly picked off. Lively was trying to run a post up the sideline. As soon as he made the cut inside, Whistler made the throw. But the linebackers for St. Vincent have played so well tonight. Really, the 5 and 7 to 10-yard throws just haven't been there for Joe Whistler and the St. Vincent Indians all night long. So that brings up 3rd and 10. It's going to be tough for the Indians to get into the end zone the way the secondary is played tonight for St. Pius. 3 receivers off to Whistler's right. He takes the shotgun snap. Now he's going to roll right. Has a little bit of time. Throws over the middle. Finds Reen. He's going to be short of the first down. The official on the side has it spotted at about the 10-yard line. So it'll be a 5-yard pickup on the pass to Riley Reen. That's Reen's 6th catch of the night. And brings Whistler to 9 of 19. So with 8.3 seconds to go in the third quarter, it'll be 4th and 5 from the St. Pius 10. The Indians looking to find the end zone for the first time tonight. Double R comes to the near side. Sissel, Unterreiner, Lively on the far side. Reen in the backfield. They motion him out. The shotgun snap. It's a bubble screen to Reen. He's going to reel it in at the 10. Shake one defender and be brought down in the backfield. Nowhere to go for Riley Reen. His 7th catch of the night. But unfortunately, the forward progress just for a yard, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. So far tonight for St. Vincent, turnover, punt, turnover, punt, turnover on downs, interception, 2 punts, and now a turnover on downs, and that will bring our third quarter to a close with the St. Pius Lancers all over the St. Vincent Indians 26-0. We've got 12 minutes of football still to play. We'll take a 1-minute pause and start our fourth quarter tonight across regional radio and web TV.
Accidents happen, even to the best drivers. When you need a repair, call Crown Collision. They're a preferred provider with many insurance companies. They handle your rental, and if a rental's unavailable, they'll arrange for a loaner car. Fill out the paperwork, do your repair quickly, and detail your vehicle so it looks new. It's simple. Just hand them the keys.
This is Ron Akers. Accidents do happen, and when it happens to you, Crown Collision is a great place to start. Crown Collision, it's your vehicle and your choice. Just hand us the keys.
Do you want to buy a home or car? Need to spruce up your kitchen or bathroom? Or maybe you want to start a business, consolidate debt, or go on vacation? Whatever the case, Bloomsdale Bank has a variety of real estate, consumer, and commercial loans. So when you need a home equity line of credit, a fixed-rate mortgage, a new or used auto loan, or a commercial loan, contact a loan officer at Bloomsdale Bank or apply online at bloomsdalebank.com. Bloomsdale Bank, connected to our customers since 1914. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For these officers
It'll be our final quarter of the evening. 12 minutes of football still to play. We are the late game tonight across regional radio. St. Vincent Indian homecoming tonight, so we started at 7:30. And 3 quarters later, the St. Pius Lancers looking to play spoiler for the St. Vincent Indian homecoming tonight as the Lancers lead this contest 26-0. And now Elliot Fisher comes back in for St. Pius as the quarterback. They've alternated quarterbacks each drive tonight, and a 2-receiver set as Fisher in shotgun, a 1st and 10 from the 9. They hand it off going right up the middle. Not much there as the St. Vincent front 7 loading up, expecting the run, and they got just that. So a 1-yard gain for Logan Rich. His 2nd carry of the night. His 1st carry, a 26-yard touchdown on a jet sweep. The first of 4 touchdowns on the evening so far by St. Pius. Now the Lancers face a 2nd and 9 from their own 10-yard line. Still 11:30 to go in the 4th quarter. Tryson Thornton spreads out to the near side. Javon White to the far side. It's Jalen Thornton in the backfield as Fisher goes under center on a 2nd and 9. They're going to pitch to Jalen Thornton trying to find the edge, but St. Vincent all over it once again. Not even going to get back up to the line of scrimmage that time. We'll bring up a 3rd down after the loss by Jalen Thornton. Jalen Thornton, just a freshman, coming out of the backfield for St. Pius. Already 2 touchdowns tonight and 10 on the season, but a 2-yard loss right there. He's got 11 carries for 74 yards, and now facing a 3rd and 11 on their own 8-yard line. Coach Jerry Woods is going to call a timeout, so it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Lancers from their own 8-yard line with 10:57 to go in the 4th quarter. We'll take a 30-second break and continue action across regional radio and web TV.
Y'all got a favorite restaurant? If you didn't say Kettle Hut Smokehouse in Crystal City, you need to quit your fiddling around and get your britches over there. Fresh, melt in your mouth, baby back ribs, pulled pork, and brisket so tender, heck, I reckon a spoon is all a feller needs. Kettle Hut Smokehouse, hands down, the best around. Right off Highway 67 in front of Shop and Save there in Crystal City.
10 minutes, 57 seconds remains in the 4th quarter with the St. Pius Lancers leading the hometown St. Vincent Indians 26-0 with 10:57 to go in the 4th quarter. The Lancers are facing a 3rd and 11 from their own 8-yard line after forcing a turnover on downs to end the 3rd quarter of play. See what Coach Woods has cooked up coming out of the timeout. The Lancers still in the huddle. Elliot Fisher will be the quarterback for St. Pius on this drive. Fisher, a 6'3", 165-pound sophomore, has been rotating with Cameron Crodinger as a 5'10 freshman for the St. Pius Lancers. So now it's going to be 3 receivers spread to the near side, 1 to the far side. Fisher calls for motion out of the slot. He gets the motion, now throws to Javon White on the outside edge, and White is in open space, spins, stays on his feet, still on his feet, spinning now out to the 20-yard line. He's going to pick up the 1st down and a couple more. A good catch and run by Javon White to pick up that 1st down on the 3rd and 11. So whatever Jerry Woods cooked up, that was some good cooking right there, Coach Woods. You picked up that 1st down and then some. It's coming out to the 21. So Javon White, just his 2nd catch of the night, goes for just enough for the 1st down. So it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 21. Fisher completing his 3rd pass of the night. He's 3 of 5. Cameron Crodinger is 1 of 1. But it's Fisher's drive. 2 receivers to the near side. Takes the snap, and he's going to put it in the belly of Rich. Rich is going to try to turn around to the outside. No, it was Skiera going to the outside. And Skiera is going to be brought down in the backfield. Halavic getting back there from the defensive tackle position for the St. Vincent Indians for a 3-yard loss. Skiera's 3rd touch of the night.
Homecoming 2016.
So a 2nd down from the 17, 14 yards away from a 1st down. St. Pius definitely taking their time with that 26-0 lead here in the 4th. Elliot Fisher rushes back into the huddle. Calls out the play. Javon White and Tryson Thornton come to the near side. That's Shoppy to the far side. Jalen Thornton is now going to be motioned out into the far slot, and Fisher's going to take the shotgun snap. Now motion again. It's Jalen Thornton who takes the handoff and finds a gap inside the tackle. Jalen Thornton spins his way through and gets up to about the 24-yard line. So the 7-yard pickup for Jalen Thornton will bring up 2nd and 7 from the 24, or 3rd and 7 rather. And that is 12 carries, 83 yards for Jalen Thornton tonight. Solid work from a freshman out of your backfield for St. Pius. Just inside of 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Now 3rd and 7 from the 24. Shoppy and Rich to the far side. It's White and Trison Thornton and Jalen Thornton on the near side. Fisher is going to come from the shotgun set and come talk to Jalen Thornton as he goes back. A flag's going to come in. Delay of game against the St. Pius Lancers. So that 3rd and 7, you might as well hit the reset button on that one. Back them up 5. It'll be 3rd and 12 from the 19. 8:41 in the 4th. St. Pius just looking to kill clock the rest of the way. Javon White, Trison, Jalen now in motion from the near side slot. Fisher takes the snap. He throws quickly to the near side, but Trevor Lively gets the hands up. A la J.J. Watt knocks that down, so it'll be a 4th down situation coming up for the St. Pius Lancers. It'll be 4th and 12 from their own 19. So for the first time tonight, we might see the punt team for St. Pius. We haven't seen them all night long. So the interesting question you must ask, who is the punter for St. Pius? They send out number 86, and that is Zach Schmidt. The kick is going to come from about the St. Pius 5. Reen is in Lancer territory to field it. The kick is going to get away cleanly. It's a low end-over-end kick to bounce at the 44 into St. Vincent territory and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So 8:22 still to go in the 4th quarter, and the Indians are going to start on their own 46-yard line. Here in just a moment, our game tonight is brought to you by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Festus, Jimmy John's in Farmington, Brad Wooten Auto Body in Ironton, and Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. So the St. Vincent Indians are still looking for their first points of the evening. They have struggled so far tonight. There was one situation early in the first half, deep in St. Pius territory, and a Joe Whistler fumble killed that drive. And the previous drive for St. Vincent down on the 10 and coming up empty with a turnover on downs. Now a 4-receiver set with a 1st and 10 from the Indian 46. The shotgun snap to Whistler. He's going to throw, finds Hellman in Pius territory. He's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 40. So a 14-yard pickup on the first play of the drive. And that is Hellman's first grab of the night. And Whistler's 10th completion now at 50%. And the Indians move into Lancer territory to the 40-yard line. The official blows the whistle, and now we have a whistle blown on the far side. The markers to mark the line of scrimmage and the first down, they were getting ready to reset the chains, and the links got tangled. That's a first for me. Never seen that, so they've got that. They've literally got that kink worked out. We'll try to play some football here in just a second, as it's 8 minutes and 12 seconds away from deciding who's going to win this one. Clock continuing to run. 8:04 and counting. 3 receivers to the far side. Double R, Sissel, Unterreiner with Lively on the near side. Reen in the backfield. Whistler in shotgun. Reen on his right hip. The shotgun snap. Whistler looking downfield, looking for Lively all the way. And he has him at about the 33. So a 6-yard pickup to Trevor Lively. And Lively, usually the security blanket for Joe Whistler. That's his first reception of the night. Lively's only catch comes with 7.5 to go in the 4th quarter. Brings up 2nd and 3 from the 32. St. Vincent taking their time coming out of the huddle. Now they finally break. And Hellman comes to the near side. Sissel to the far side. Now they're going to trade places, so it's Lively, Sissel, Unterreiner, Hellman. The shotgun snap on 2nd and 3 to Whistler. Whistler looking for the end zone, has Hellman there if he can make the catch. And a little bit too far to the sideline. Maybe if he would have thrown that just inside a step or two, Hellman could have made an easier catch. It was a catchable ball, don't get me wrong. Just would not have been an easy catch. And the incompletion brings up 3rd and 3 from the St. Pius 32-yard line. 7:02 still to go in the fourth quarter. 26-0 lead for the St. Pius Lancers. It's going to take a serious turn of events for St. Vincent to get back into this one. From the near side, 3 receivers, Double R, Sissel, and Reen. Unterreiner in the backfield. Shotgun snap is high. Whistler pulls it down, has time to throw. Looking for Lively down the far side. And Lively never was able to get the head turned around in time to see it was coming his way. And the pass is going to fall to the grass. And it brings up 4th and 3 from the St. Pius Lancer 32-yard line. So another 4th down and short for the St. Vincent Indians in the second half. They've converted a couple here in the second half, failed to convert on all attempts in the first half. Well, the offense will stay out on the field in this situation most likely the rest of the way. Hellman, Sissel, Reen to the far side. Lively to the near side. Unterreiner on Whistler's right hip. 4th down and 3. Here's the shotgun snap. Looking for Reen on the bubble. Reen reels it in, and he's going to be met right there and brought down short of the sticks. Getting there first was number 36, Logan Rich, the 5'8 senior for the St. Pius Lancers, coming up with a stop, and it's another turnover on downs for the St. Vincent Indians. So that's turnover, punt, turnover on downs, turnover, punt, turnover on downs back-to-back. And the St. Pius Lancers will take over with 6:49 to go, and the offense already set and ready to go. Now, as we continue the quarterback carousel for the St. Pius Lancers, it's going to be the freshman Cameron Krodinger orchestrating this drive for the Lancers. Shoppy and Rich to the near side, Javon White to the far side, and it's Trison and Jalen Thornton in the backfield. Trison now motions to the far side, and he's going to catch a quick pass. He's got space. He's crossing the 40, gets to midfield, and Joe Whistler meets him there, and a big hit by Sissel. Wow, you heard the collision up here, clear as day. That was a lot of helmet on helmet, not intentionally, just as he slid when Sissel came in to make the play. Both face masks collided. But a big pickup on a screen to Trison Thornton, now up to the 46. So Trison Thornton comes up with the catch, his second catch of the night. And that moves the chains for the St. Pius Lancers. And Krodinger now 2 for 2. He's going to take the shotgun snap. It's low. He's going to have to pick it up quickly. Looking for Javon White on the near side. A broken play. And it was tipped. It will fall incomplete on coverage. Riley Reen and Lane Hlavik for St. Vincent. The clock stops at 6:19. It'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 46-yard line for the St. Pius Lancers, who lead this 26-0 over the hometown St. Vincent Indians. Krodinger now comes from the far sideline back into the huddle with the play call from head coach Jerry Woods. The St. Pius Lancers looking to go 3-4 on the season. 3 receivers head out to the far side. Krodinger and Jalen Thornton, both freshmen, in the backfield. The shotgun snap, a quick throw over to Trison Thornton. He's going to be met in the backfield. Shakes the defender. How is he still on his feet? He's breaking away now. It's going to take Sissel to catch him, and Trison Thornton's going to tackle himself, trying to make the cut inside, slips, and Sissel able to track him down as he was stumbling. Trison Thornton had all the space in the world to take that one. So Trison Thornton on back-to-back touches picks up big yards for St. Pius, and they're all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a big pickup that time for St. Pius, a 40-yard pickup for Trison Thornton. And that brings him to 89 yards on the evening. Two receivers on either side for St. Pius. Cameron Crodinger calls for the snap, hands it off to Birch on the end around. Birch is going to go down the sideline, follow a blocker, and waltz all the way down into the end zone, 14 yards, and Birch scores his second rushing touchdown of the evening. He had a 26-yard touchdown to start the party and a 14-yard touchdown there to keep it rolling for the St. Pius Lancers, now up 32-0 over the St. Vincent Indians with 5:44 to go and an extra point still to come for St. Pius. The Lancers looking like anything but a 2-4 team tonight. Their offense has been clicking from the jump, and it looks like they're going to opt for two here. It's going to be White and Birch on the near side. Rich and Shoppy on the far side. Birch goes in motion. They fake the handoff, give it to Jalen Thornton, who's going to just waltz inside the left tackle and untouched into the end zone, so put two more on the St. Pius Lancers total. They now lead 34-0 over the hometown St. Vincent Indians. Homecoming looking to be spoiled tonight by the Lancers, who lead 34-0 with 5:40 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll pause for a minute and bring a kickoff up next on Regional Radio and Web TV.
Ladies, have you heard Mower Mouse lately? Talking about saving your yards and turning your husbands into superheroes like him? Well, I'm here to tell you, he finally got one thing right. I'm Clarissa, Queen of the Green, and the Hustler Z-Turn mower is the best mower out there. It's so easy to operate, it's fast, fun, and smooth that you'll want to mow the yard yourself. Forget about the husband saving the day. Get out there and see what a lean, mean mowing machine is all about. Hand him the broom, the laundry, and the kids, and take a break from the inside. Enjoy all that Mother Nature has to offer on the Hustler Super Z. Be your own Queen of the Green. The Hustler Z-Turn mower was made to outmow, outperform, and outlast any other mower on the market, and it saves you money. Come to Fliggs Equipment today and take a test drive. Find out what it's really like to be queen for the day. Queen of the Green, that is. Fliggs Equipment, Highway 32, St. Genevieve. Online at fliggs.com. Fliggs Equipment. Let our family serve your family.
If you're thinking about building, remodeling, or have any project in your future,
5 minutes, 35 seconds to go. The St. Pius Lancers kick off to the St. Vincent Indians, and after a short return, flags come in from everywhere. Looked like confetti for the homecoming festivities, but no, it was all penalty flags coming in. So we'll see what all this amounts to when it's said and done. See 1, 2, 3, 4 flags coming out at the end of that play from 5 officials, so an 80% flag rate on that play. That stat of the night is brought to you by ProCare Automotive Repair in Bonne Terre. Fast, friendly, and professional service. ProCare Automotive Repair in Bonne Terre. Repaired once, repaired right. Soak that stat in for your life. 80% flag rate from the officials. And now there was a hold. There was an unsportsmanlike. All kinds of stuff going on at the end of that play. But one thing we can guarantee you is the St. Vincent Indians are going to have their offense come out on the field. Where they're going to start, that is to be debated. It's a 34-0 lead for the St. Pius Lancers, who are playing spoiler for the St. Vincent Indian homecoming this evening. Still 5 minutes, 35 seconds to go. St. Vincent looking to save face at this point and put points on the board. So after all the penalties are walked off, the ball now spotted on about the 17-yard line for the St. Vincent Indians, who have struggled mightily on the offensive side tonight. So there you have a 1st and 10 from their own 17. 3 receivers to the near side, Double R, Sissel, and Reen. Unterreiner will be offset left to Whistler in the backfield, who lines up in shotgun. Whistler takes the shotgun snap, looking to the near side. Now he looks back to the far side, throws a quick short pass. That's going to be hauled in by Unterreiner. But just for a short gain. Unterreiner's second catch of the evening. He's got 2 catches for 10 yards. Whistler now 12 of 23 after starting 0 for 4 in this half. So the Indians will face a 2nd and 7. And by the time we see the snap, it'll be under 5 minutes to go. Lively, Sissel, Unterreiner from the near side to the far side. Reen in the backfield. Whistler takes the shotgun snap, now looking to throw to the far side, and the receiver has to come back to it and lay out. It was intended for Hellman. thrown short and behind and not able to pull that one in. Well, the clock will stop at 4:53, and it'll bring up 3rd and 7 from the Indian 19-yard line. Double R comes back in as Hellman comes off. Double R's really been the deep threat for the Indians tonight. Catching the most passes is actually Riley Reen with 7 receptions tonight. So 3 receivers to the near side, Double R, Sissel, Reen. Unterreiner offset left in the backfield. A shotgun snap comes to Whistler. He's got pressure in his face, has to roll to the near side, pointing downfield, looking for Unterreiner. Throws it, and it's hauled in as Unterreiner stumbles across the 30, but picks up enough for the first down. So Unterreiner with back-to-back catches. That one goes for 12, and it will move the chains. So for St. Vincent, you convert, but less than 5 minutes to go. You trail 34-0. St. Pius has been lining up with 5- and 6-man fronts all night and has had great success by their secondary, only really putting 3 and 4 guys back. So here comes a 4-receiver set for St. Vincent. Lively, the lone receiver on the near side. Unterreiner in the backfield. The shotgun snap to Whistler, looking for Lively, who pulls it in at the 40 and fighting for yards against Jalen Thornton. It's going to be an 8-yard pickup for Lively on first down. And that's the 26th pass attempt for Joe Whistler so far tonight. He's now 14 of 26. So after the spot, they spot it.
Yardage good enough for a first down.
Up to the 41. Well, 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. 4 minutes and 15 seconds on the game clock. St. Vincent breaks out of the huddle. Lively and Sissel on the short side, the near side of the field. Reen and Double R to the far side. Unterreiner to the left of Whistler. Takes the shotgun snap, looking to throw downfield. Pumps once, and it's going to be picked up by the freshman Jalen Thornton. Jalen Thornton comes up with an interception right at the 40. He tries to cut and reverse back and brought down at the 35-yard line. So another interception tonight. That's the 2nd interception by Joe Whistler tonight.
Lancers fall, 1st and 10 on their own.
And that one was pulled in by the freshman Jalen Thornton. So that's 4 turnovers hung on the hat of Joe Whistler so far tonight. 2 first-half fumbles, 1 first-half interception, and throwing an interception here in the 4th quarter. So St. Pius is going to start a drive on their own 35-yard line with a 34-0 lead.
Located all around the field.
Shoppy's going to send out to the far side. Rich in the far slot. White and Trison on the near side. Trison in motion from the near side slot. Fisher takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Trison Thornton. He makes a cut. Now he's headed upfield. Oh, he's got some speed. Can he cut around Sissel? He's going to reverse across the 40 in St. Vincent territory to the 30, to the 25, and steps out at the 24-yard line. A big-time pickup for Trison Thornton once again. Going from the 25 to the 25, just adding to his total tonight. So Trison Thornton has now 74 yards on the ground, 87 yards receiving. So 1st and 10 from the St. Vincent 25. And the Lancers are moving once again. From near side to far side, Javon White, Trison Thornton, Rich, and Shoppy. Jalen Thornton in the backfield takes the handoff from Fisher. He's got to get, he's doing some dangerous cuts. He's 10 yards deep. He's 15 yards deep, trying to cut back upfield, and he's going to lose at least 11 yards on that one. Brought down at about the 34. So the freshman coming out of the backfield tried to do a little bit too much on that play. He's going to lose 11. So he's got 13 for 72 and 2 touchdowns. But Jalen Thornton and Trison Thornton both coming out of your backfield about 5'5", 5'6", 150, 160 pounds, and as shifty as you could possibly deal with. And they've racked up some numbers tonight, but that one going for minus 11. So Elliot Fisher is our quarterback on this drive for St. Pius, if you've been following the quarterback carousel this evening. Near side to far side, Javon White on the near side. The far side is Tryson Thornton, Rich, and Shoppy. The shotgun snap to Fisher. He pump fakes. He's going to roll out to the far side, looking to throw downfield. Finds Shoppy. He was open in space. Can he pick up the first down? He's going to be just at the sticks. So the 2nd and 20 may have been converted. We'll see when they spot this one. It looks like they're going to spot it just short. And yes, they are. The official at first placed the ball across the 15, which is essentially the first down. So Shoppy picks up 19 from Fisher, who is now 4 of 6 on the night. Fisher is 4 of 6, and Cameron Crodinger is 2 for 2. So the St. Pius passing game has been efficient, to say the least. White and Tryson to the near side. Rich and Shoppy to the far side. Skiera offset right in the backfield. The shotgun snap to Fisher, looking to throw in the end zone. He lobs one up. And was it intercepted? No. Feet coming down out of bounds in the back right corner. So it'll go down as an incompletion and bring up a 4th and very short on the St. Vincent Indian 15-yard line for the St. Pius Lancers. St. Pius has punted one time all night. They're not going to do that here. They're not going to bring out a special teams unit. I wonder if Coach Woods brought his field goal team with him. I don't believe so, because he's had some opportunities tonight, and they've just opted to go for it. It's Javon White, Tryson Thornton, Logan Rich across from near side to far side. They're just going to hand it off to Skiera, and Skiera is going to pick up 2 yards. He needed just 1. His 4th carry of the night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ball carriers out of the backfield tonight for St. Pius, and 2 different quarterbacks. Definitely an interesting offense to cover is Coach Jerry Wood's St. Pius offense for 2015. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go in our 4th and final quarter, and the St. Pius Lancers have a 1st and 10 on the Indian 13-yard line. Tryson Thornton's going to spread out all by himself on the wide side of the field, the near side. Fisher in shotgun. He's going to go ahead and hand it off to Skiera. He's going to pound his way up the middle and fall just short of the goal line inside the 5. So about an 8-yard pickup for Skiera. And they're going to go ahead and spot it at the 5. So now 2nd and 3 from the 5. So there's room for a first down if St. Pius picks up a couple. And they're going to spread it out once again. Javon White to the near side. Logan Rich in the near slot. Tryson Thornton all by himself. Fisher in shotgun, hands it off to Skiera. Is going to muscle his way down inside. And it's going to be close, but a flag comes in right at the line of scrimmage. So that may back up St. Pius. Yes, it will. It was a hold against the Lancers. So they'll back up 5. And St. Vincent looked like they had allowed another touchdown, but a hold is going to back the St. Pius Lancers up with 1:37 to play in the 4th quarter.
Brings the ball all the way out.
So now they're backed up to about the 10, 10 and a half.
2nd and 8.
Still 2nd down, 8 yards away from the first down marker. Tryson Thornton spreads out to the near side. Rich and White to the far side. Skiera in the backfield. Fisher takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Skiera, runs into a defender, spins, and brought down just short of the 5. So Skiera, the fullback, getting a lot of the work here in what is essentially garbage time for the rest of this game. 65 seconds away from saying it is a final score. Now 3rd and 5 from the Indians 7. Inside of 1 minute to go, the clock will continue to run. Fisher comes from the sideline into the huddle. Javon White to the near side with Rich. Tryson Thornton all by himself on the far side. Skiera on the left hip of Fisher. Shakes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Skiera, and the St. Vincent front guys up front. Wow, a good push up front. It was Kyle Brown, the 210-pound senior, making his way through and stopping the ball carrier well short of the first down marker. So 4th and 4. Inside of 25 to go. The clock continuing to run. The play clock still at 25, so a play doesn't even need to take place. So you can put this one in the fridge. The Jell-O is officially jiggling. It's going to be 34-0 St. Pius over the St. Vincent Indians. And the Lancers are going to be spoilers tonight So say goodnight to the bad guy. The St. Pius Lancers are going to leave this one 34-0 over the St. Vincent Indians. St. Vincent's going to fall to 3-4. The St. Pius Lancers improve to 3-4 after tonight's contest. So St. Vincent's homecoming did not go well. So the Lancers are going to leave 3-4 with a 34-0 win. The Indians fall to 3-4. So at this point in time, since all of our games are in the books, make sure you keep it tuned to Regional Radio. We are about to start the Presbyterian Manor of Farmington End Zone show, so keep it tuned to find out what happened with your favorite team and all the area coaches for Web TV. Till next time, be good or be good at it. At least keep it tuned to Regional Radio. See ya.